Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm first starting off with this Neutrogena water moisturizing gel thing, and I'm putting that all around my face to add moisture. And then for foundation, I'm mixing foundations. I'm mixing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me. So it gives me the perfect color, so I do one pump of each, and then I dot that all around my face, and then once I'm done dotting it everywhere, and then I'm gonna blend it in with a Morphe Kabuki brush. I really quick want to mention that this is like full glam because it's a special occasion, so it looks like I'm putting on I am putting on a lot of foundation just to give me that flawless finish. And yeah, so here I'm blending it. I'm blending it in circular motions just because that gives me the best application rather than like stippling it into my face or using a beauty blender. For some reason I like this method better, but after I blend this in with this brush, I'll go in with a beauty blender to make sure that there are no streaks or anything and everything is nicely blended in. Okay, so starting off with eyebrows, I'm taking the same MAC eyeshadow that I used in my last video, and which is basically the exact same color as my hair, my eyebrow hair. So I'm taking that, and what I do is I outline the bottom, and then I outline the top of my brow, and then I'll brush the hairs down to let me see, or like it gives it a better view of like what areas I need to fill in more. So I like doing that because if my eyebrow hairs move around during the night, it won't like lose the color. If you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you just watch what I'm doing, it'll make sense. So once I'm done filling in both eyebrows, I take my concealer and a small like concealer brush and I clean up my eyebrows. I really like doing this because it gives it the sharp, like almost perfect eyebrow look, and it also helps with like hiding the hairs that I haven't plucked. And yeah, I love it. So I'm taking that and then I'm bringing it down my eye just to act as a primer for my eyeshadow as well. Okay, and then I'm taking my beauty blender and then I'm blending it out just to make sure there's no creasing. And then right away I'm gonna go in with the MAC eyeshadow in Brulee, I think. And then I am gonna dust that all over my eye because I don't want my eyeshadow sticking to my concealer, and it also makes the blending process a lot easier. So for the eyeshadow palette I'm using today, it's the Modern Renaissance palette. I love this palette and I haven't used it in a tutorial yet, but I'm taking the color Raw Sienna and I'm using that as my transition color. So I'm basically just putting this in my crease and it will help me give that gradient effect. So I'm just going to build up onto this color. So I'm putting just that in my crease for now. Okay, and then the next color I'm going to use is this orange, and I really don't know how to pronounce it. It's spelled like Realgar, but I don't know, I probably butchered that. But I'm taking this orange and I'm focusing this more in like the cut crease kind of area. And I put it on the second eye and then I stop blending it for a little bit. And then I go back to it, but yeah, it ends up being blended in the end. And then after that orangey kind of color, my dress is red, just letting you know, and so I wanted to incorporate some like warmer colors. So I'm taking this brown called Cypress Umber, and I'm focusing this on the outer corner of my eye and then blending what's left on my brush into the crease. And this just really darkens up the look, and I love this part of the eyeshadow. I think it looks so good with the orange. Once I'm done blending those eyeshadows together, I'm taking this MAC pigment and I'm placing that on the inner corners of my eye just to brighten it up and add shimmer. And I really like how this turned out. Actually, like, I was kind of skeptical because I didn't think it was like warm enough. So I'm taking my concealer and I'm putting that under my eyes, and I haven't finished the eyeshadow yet. I'm just gonna clean up the outer edges of my eyeshadow to give it that sharp look. And I'm also placing this anywhere that I need highlighting or I have blemishes or anything of the sort. I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend out this concealer and everywhere else that I highlighted. After this is all blended in, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to bake under my eyes and everywhere else that I highlighted, such as around like the outside of my mouth, the chin, the nose, and the forehead. And then I'm also carving out my contour with this powder just to give me an easier guideline as to where my cheekbones are. So I am using this powder, the rest, whatever's left on my brush, to dust around everywhere else. And then I'm going to dust off the bakage, I don't know what to call it, the powder underneath my eyes and everywhere else. And then I'm going to contour with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and then I'm using the middle color. I had a hard time showing you guys. So I'm just contouring with this shade. And yeah, I'm going to be warming up my face with a different shade because this one's more of a grayish tone, so it's perfect for contouring. I'm taking the same shade and a smaller brush to contour my nose, so I'm just going along the lines of my nose where they naturally go, but I'm not trying to make my nose look smaller. I'm just trying to like kind of enhance my nose a little bit, if you know what I'm trying to say, because it almost looks like ghostly. Then I'm taking the darkest color out of the Shade Light palette and then really focusing this on the hollows of my cheekbone just to act like a shadow. So I'm going to apply some chapstick just because my lips are feeling a little bit dry, and then I'm going to go in with this Sephora blush, and I'm going to take a Morphe kind of like dual fiber brush and I'm just placing that on the apples of my cheeks. It's such a pretty pink. It's not too neon and it's not too mauve colored. So yeah, and then I'm taking the dark brown that I used in the outer corner of my eye and dragging that on the bottom of my lash line. This just completes a look and makes it look even smokier. And yeah, I love how this looks, and I like how intense it got with that. And I'm also adding intensity with a eyeliner, and I'm applying that to my tight line and waterline. It looks so gross, but yeah. Then I'm taking mascara, and I don't have thick eyelashes, so I just layered on the mascara. So I did so many layers, and then that's how it came out. And then I'm going to go over everything, make sure everything's blended. I added more color to my cheeks just because I felt like I was a little ghostly. And then I'm going to use this, I think it's L'Oreal, like a matte lip color. And yeah, I forgot the name of it. I'm really sorry, but I have everything listed in the down bar, so yeah. And then I'm taking a clear mascara and running this through my eyebrow hairs just to make them stand up more. Then I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter, and you know I have been obsessed with this recently, so I'm applying this to the high points of my face, above my eyebrow, the ball of my nose. That sounds so weird. The tip of my nose. And then the bridge of my nose. And then I also blended out the nose contour because I felt like it's a little intense. Then we're going to move on to hair. So I just blow dried my hair because it was still wet from my shower. So I blew it dry, and that took like 10 minutes for it to dry completely. And then I straightened my hair because my dress is very simple, so I wanted the hair to be simple as well, and I didn't really have time to braid it or anything. So yeah, I just straightened it and then just left it down. I know I'm gonna get comments about my dress, so I'm just gonna address it right now. My dress is from Windsor, and yes, it is very short at the slit part of the dress, but my school requires for our like dresses to get approved, so this one obviously got approved. So yeah, this is definitely one of the shortest dresses I've ever had, but you know, it's senior year, who cares? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!